Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Dave from Dave and Kyle's Vlogs. As you can see, we're doing a little bit of something different here today, and I'm gonna try and do and video some poker sessions at Ignition Casino. I'm gonna try a little run it up kind of series. Yesterday they gave me a $5 bonus, and as you can see up here in the left, it's up to like 15. And I'm gonna just try and play some dollar sit and go hyper turbos for you guys, and we can just talk through poker. You can learn poker if you don't know poker. Just something to give you guys a little bit more content throughout the Dave and Kyle's video series. But so as you guys have seen in previous videos, I am a poker player, which is why I'm on here playing poker. I'm not like a professional, but we do get into some situations where I enjoy myself. So I wanted to share it with you guys. You guys can tell me if I'm doing something wrong. You guys can tell me if I'm doing, if you got questions, you can let me know. But that's what we're here for. So we're gonna be doing two at a time, two of the dollars. Um, they move quick, so there's gonna be a lot of action. Like I said, you only get 500 chips to start. Blinds go up quick, and it will be fast moving. I'll probably do like 30-minute videos each day just to see how far we can run it up. Like I said, we started from zero. They gave me a $5 bonus, and then yesterday I played a little bit before setting up this recording, and I won like $10 last night in like 20 minutes or so. So we're just gonna film some of these run it up kind of sessions, as Jason Somerville likes to say, team run it up. But we are going to just work on these. So here we have um, pocket queens. We are just going to make a small little raise because we want to induce somebody else with like a worse pocket pair to try and shove over us. Makes it look like we don't want to put all our chips in the middle. And here we get a call and we get a shove, which obviously in these situations, we're just going to, it's what we hope for. Just hopefully he doesn't have aces or kings, which is the only hand that beats us. Only two hands that beats us. We can't get our chips in fast enough. And let's see, we're up against ace 10. So he's got three outs. No ace. Hold, baby. Hold it. Hold it. And we took the double up plus the extra chips from seat number 4 over there. Queen 10 offsuit. Again, now that we have double everybody, we can put pressure on everybody else because it's about chip preservation. Like I said, you only get the top 2 payout. With a chance here, I'm getting 292 into 500, so I'm getting a little better than 2 to 1. Probably the worst part that I can call with, but even if I call, I'm still almost double my starting stack with a chance to knock out 2 people. So I'm going to call, and I just need a queen or a 10. Ooh, that's not good. Queen 10. Queen or 10. Oh, that sucks. All right, well, I had a chance to knock out 2 people, so I had to take the chance. Still the chip leader. Um, let's see, the other table, nothing much going on, but we can show you the lobby here. The individual. Here we have ace 7 against a shove, pretty much, from a bigger stack. If it was suited, I would call, but ace 7 offsuits just a little bit too weak. King 10, again, we're going to make a little raise to 125. Put a little pressure on the short stack. We might would have had to call a shove. 5-3. We got to fold. I mean, blinds are up to 50 and 100. As you can see, the blinds go up pretty quick. Obviously, you didn't see the beginning of that one. But, I mean, they blinds, they're already up to 50, 100. They last like 3 minutes, I think, in these. 3. But 8-9 suited is going to be a fold against the raise. Blinds just went up on this table. We're going to make, actually, you know what, this one, here we're going to shove because King Jack, I can't afford to just raise off half my stack and then fold. So I'm just going to have to shove it. And we're up against Ace Queen. Hold. Hold. Yeah, baby. That's what we like. That's what we like to see. King Jack is probably one of the weaker hands. I hate King Jack. Oh, I just folded for 10 chips. Oh, I'm so stupid. Ace deuce over here. We're just going to shove. Put the pressure on the short stacks. We are the chip leader. So we're going to put a pressure. 8-5. We're just going to... Suited here, we can get it in and think that we're the head. Yeah, we got 2 overs. All right, we need an 8 or a 5. 8 or a 5. Or a heart. Yeah, no good. We won the ship. The ship of the ace over here. All right. 5 deuce, we're going to fold. 4-8 now. Oh, that just makes the decision easy. I was going to say we could have. So we're hoping for a jack or a 10. I'm not sure. Oh, no. So we got 3 people that are pretty even, then we have a short stack. And we have queen 5 here in the small blind. That's a fold in these hypers. So in this table, we have 2 shorties, like really short, and then we have me and number 6 over there. We get a walk. Now, the only thing that I hate. All right, we have 10 jack suited. We're going to shove, put the pressure on. Over here, we have queen jack again. We're going to shove and put the pressure on. We won that chip. We won that chip. The only thing I don't like about Ignition is you don't have a username. So you don't know who you're playing against. You can't tell. Hold on. Now, in this case, with the big stack and the big blind, I'm just going to fold. It's probably a little weak, but when you have 2 short stacks and you're trying to make the money, it's not weak to me. Especially when he would have hit a flush. Now, here we have pocket 7s. Another short stack. Now, if somebody else calls, I'll fold. But I think I just have to call the 400, getting 2-1 with a chance to knock him out. And he's got 3 outs to an 8. No 8. No 8. Bam, I win. See ya. But like I was saying, you don't have any usernames, so you don't know who you're playing against. You can't take notes. Pocket 3s is a ship. I'm not saying that I think I'm playing against people that I don't know, but that kind of sucks. 3. Damn. But it just sucks that you don't have usernames to kind of see what you're doing, see who you're playing against. But I don't know. I don't know what the reasoning is for it. But so there when I had pocket 3s, you'll probably see in another situation where I'll fold pocket 3s. But there I shove pocket 3s because we're down to 3-handed. These people they're trying to make the money. And by shoving the 3s, I put more pressure on him. He's got to have a good hand. He happened to wake up with a good hand. Ace-6 offsuit, probably a little bit too weak. I could be wrong. But in my mind, it's a little bit too weak. I'm going to try and put some pressure on here with the jack 5. It's good to just put your money in versus, trying to call off money. King Jack, I'm probably going to have to, I'll fold to number 1, but I'll probably have to call number 3 ship. Yeah, it's 8. I mean, it's almost my entire stack. And like I said, King Jack is just a little bit too weak. especially offsuit. Over here, we're still three-handed. Not much going on in here. I'm gonna fold the queen 3. All right, now this pretty much plays itself. Ace 9 is going all in, especially after a limper, and then over here king 7, that as well is going all in. It's suited. A suited king, suited ace in the button when you're three-handed like this, when the blinds are so big, is very, very powerful. And we get called by queen deuce, so no queen, no deuce, no jack. There we go. We knocked them out. We are in the money. Over here, 9-7. I'm going to fold. All right, so here we have queen deuce, heads up. We do have the chip lead. He just makes it 750. So a little bit too weak to shove it. To go in. Sorry, I'm getting text messages. 5-7. I'm going to shove just because he's in the big blind for 200. He's going to wake up with a hand. King 6. I get shoved on. Suited king is just... Oh, of course he's got that. That's not good. King or 6. 6 wouldn't be going to get a pair of 9s. Over here, I am going to shove the ace. Blind heads up. And we get called by 9 deuce. So no 9, no deuce. Or club at this point. No 9, no deuce. All right, we take down that one. So we win one and we lose one. We are going to register for another one, please and thank you. So right now we're going to... I lost the other one. I fired one up. You see how quick these things go. 7-8's a fold. Oh, man. So I am going to try and keep this balance up here in the upper left-hand corner to be up to date. But it is a little bit delayed. We'll see. So right now we're up a couple more bucks. But it really matters what you're up at the end of the day. So how long have I been playing? 13 minutes. You may just be watching this and think, wow, you are a dumbass. You have no idea what you're talking about. I'm sorry, this is my first video like this. I do the 10 jack here, suited. I will call 40. And look at that. We flopped the Nutter Butters. We're going to check. We are going to check. Got another one fired up here. And he fires 130. I'm just going to call because I want him to catch up. Like, even if he has a queen, we're still ahead. Queen 9 here, I'm going to make a raise. I'm going to make a raise and then fold. Now, back over here, now we can get it in. Hope he has a queen. He's got queen 4. There it is. Knocked him out first-handed attorney. Here we get repopped. This is probably one of those borderline decisions, but I'm getting 2-1, and I'll still have chips even if I lose. Well, I'm pretty much getting it in now. He just min bets, and I'm going to shove. A lot of these people might fold in this situation. He may have had a smaller pair, and he wanted to repop. Giving as he thought so long. He has 2 pair, and he, like, slow rolled. All right, that one's done. I don't know why he slow rolled 2 pair there, but he did. Jack deuce, so we lost that one. Got another one getting ready to go. I love getting slow rolled by 2 pair. I mean, what does he beat there by when I raise? worried about a set. If that was me and I flopped 2 pair like that, I couldn't get my money in fast enough in one of these hypers. But that's just me. Just responding to a text about softball tonight. All right, pocket fives. Now here's where you're going to see, like, I'm chip leader, so I'm going to shove. If I was even with everybody here, I would actually think about folding pocket fives, even maybe pocket sixes and sevens. Because there's just, when you do this, you're only going to get called by definitely 2 overs, suited Broadway cards, and bigger pairs. And you don't want to risk that when you only have 500 chips. Now, when I have the chip lead and I'm basically double the stack of everybody else, I can take the risk of picking up. I'm risking 500 to win 45 chips when I'm gonna get folds like 80% of the time, because I'm either only gonna get called, and if I lose, I still have the starting stack. But when you're at starting stack, you don't want to risk that because you're risking the tournament at that point. 10-4 is going to be a fold. So when you have more chips, you can be more aggressive. Now again, these aren't like you're going to see situations in these hypers that you're not going to see in regular tournaments or regular cash games. So I'm going to call, and then I'm going to bet. Got a chance to see a flop, and he folds. And I will do a little bit of everything. Like, this is just this first part. If I can run this up to around $50, then we'll start doing some other things. An ace. We'll start doing a little bit of like this zone poker. We'll do some more multi-table tournaments, so we can talk about that kind of stuff as well. And the videos will be longer. But we'll see. Right now, I'm just posting them on delay. I don't know if I'll ever get into doing the stream portion of it. Who knows? Just doing a test. Test 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And if I'm a little dark, I apologize. This is like the only spot in my apartment where I can video, and I got this frickin' window right behind me. But we will be moving in a little bit, so maybe we'll be able to. I would have won that hand. Would have gotten called too. If I would have shoved 4-9 fold. So let me know down below in the comments whether or not you enjoy the videos, you like the videos, you hate the videos, you think I should do something different in the videos. I don't know. I'm open to suggestions. Like I said, this is my first one. It ain't gonna be perfect. It's definitely not gonna be perfect. Eventually, maybe it will be. The play may not be perfect, but the video quality in the video stream might be perfect. Who knows? But give me your feedback. Let me know what you guys want to see. If you want to see more cash versus these hypers, let me know. King 10 offsuit here into the gun. Again, it's the same as the pocket fives. I'm just going to shove it, because even if I lose, I'm back to starting, and it's still strong enough where I can get folds. And I'm pretty much going to probably be live. I need a queen. That's not good. No good. All right, back to starting. I don't know. That may be borderline too, where I could have just raised folded. But I will give it to them and let them know, hey, you guys just beat the shit out of me. Oh, all right, King 8 here. I'm definitely not going to call. Got our other one fired up. Fired up, ready to go. 3-5 offsuit. Great first hand. Pocket sixes. Now, with this, I am going to shove, only because... Oh, no, I'm going to fold, like I was talking about before. With a limp here, limps can mean a lot. They can mean a little. Obviously, with this guy, it means a little. The obviously there's a point when you can't fold any pocket pair. You know, but with 10 big blinds, when everybody else pretty much has 10 big blinds, I can fold pocket sixes there and feel quite happy about it. Eight to 4, 10 to 3. Oh, all right, sorry. Stop that now. So we're what? We're 1 for 3 that we finished. We've won 1 and bricked the 2, which is pretty much how these are going to go. Pretty much. King Jack off. I will make an open. I won't shove. Now I can fold. If it was suited, I might consider shoving over this 60 here. But when it's unsuited, it is definitely not worth the shove. But it was suited. Oh, look at that. I flip back and I get aces. I guess I got to start making some flips more often. Now, see, that was high quality. I did not know I was getting aces. Something just told me to flip back. Just don't give me a walk. Shove on the button. Shove on the button. Do it. Shove. Oh, shove from the small blind. Do not give me a walk with aces. Yes. Yes. Ha ha. No. Oh, shoot. No deuce. No deuce. Yes. Take it down. We're down to four-handed. I'm getting so excited over $1 sit and go. I love it. Here we have queen 5. We're going to fold. Over here we have king 7. Blind versus blind is good enough for a shove, especially when the blinds are so high. Because he pretty much has to wake up with an ace or a better king or a pocket pair to pretty much call me. But it's definitely not going to happen. Jack 6 is going to be a fold. So we're back into the chip. Look at that. We made that one shove that was probably on the borderline with the king 10. And just like that, we are back into the chip lead of this sit and go. We're going to take it down. Don't ask me what that is. Don't ask me what that is. So here we have 4-3. It's going to be good enough for a check fold. Pretty much not going to do anything else with this hand except that. Especially after somebody ships it in. Guess you can use the numeral keys. Getting used to all the hotkeys. Jack 4. Let's see what he does. Yeah, we're just going to have to let that one go. Just let it go, let it go. Again, king 3 here. Well, if it was limped or folded to us, we probably would have shoved. But now we're just going to have to fold because these are other big stacks. We'll just let it go. 8-10 here is a fold after a raise. Look at all those kings. Would have hit a 3. We would have won. That's right. We are down to 3-handed now. Can make that fold because he is the chip leader, which kind of sucks. Excuse me. A little bit of allergy season. 10 jack is good enough for a ship. Especially when you're on the button. Oh no, he's got kings. Diamond. No more diamonds. Yes, there we go. Sometimes you got to get lucky in these sit and goes. Sometimes you got to get lucky. Jack 8. We're just going to check, see what the flop brings. Ace, ace 9. Let's see how he reacts. I'm going to make a small wager. Just because he's got to have an ace or a 9 to call. Because he's so short. Suited ace on the other table. I'm going to fold. Let's focus on this table for now. Since we're down to 3-handed. 10-5. I'm going to just raise because he's so short. he's got to wake up with a hand to call. Unless he, I don't know, he could bink it in there with something weak. But generally, that's a profitable move as the chip leader. Again, we're going to ship. Now, see here, we're going to ship because it's 5 so short. 4 really can't call. Even if he's not supposed to call. Even if he has a decent hand when 5 folds. Because 4's got more chips than 5. He's trying to make it into the money. He's got to hope that 5 busts before him. So chip consideration spots. Even if this was like 7 deuce offsuit, it would be profitable to shove. Here we have ace 10 off on the other table. We're going to ship because the small blind number 1 is sitting out. And it's just profitable. We need an ace or a 10. Oh, and a heart. Heart. No. That sucks. Queen 5 here. 300 to try and knock somebody out with a suited hand with a queen. We're good. We are in there. We need a 5. Hold. No 4 or 7. Ah. Ah. All right, queen 4. We're just going to have to put our last 20 chips in here. Again, we got to put the pressure on. He's only got 1 more big blind. Oh, he's got a king. All right, we need 8 or deuce. 8 or deuce. Got a 5. Not good. We lost that one. We're going to register us for another one, please. Now that both of them have pretty much doubled up, this is a kind of too weak to shove. The other time we had them like dominated. Now we'll be crippled if either one of them call and bust us. 5 deuce. Let's just hope they both fold. Fold. Not good enough to call. Not good enough to call. All right, an ace, we're shipping it. No question about it. We are getting it in there. And he folds. New one, fired up, ready to go. Ace, queen, offsuit. And then another ace. Again, we're going to fire it in there. Because even if they call us with a king high, they got to catch. We don't. And both of them are fighting to stay alive. Ace queen over a limp. We're just going to shove. 4 deuce is going to be a fold. Let's see what happens over here. If it was to us, no limper here by number 2, we probably would have just made a raise and maybe tried to induce from a weaker ace. But with the limper in there, we just got to go ahead and ship it, see what happens. 4 deuce here. Oh, we get a, let's just go ahead and see what happens on the flop. Give us 2 pair. That didn't work. Here I'm going to check. See what happens. He bets 375. Pot. He bet the pot. Blinds are up to 1-200. He now has more. 5 has more chips than 4 because you got to add the blind back in. So I can call here because he's probably 4 is probably shoving really, really weak because he's just trying to pick up the blinds. Yeah, like I haven't dominated. No 8. No 8 or 9. No 8, no 9. Oh. Ouch. Ouch. So brutal. What are you going to do? We still could get in the money here if number 4 knocks out number 5. But who knows? Let's see what happens. It was a 6 flop, wasn't it? It's going to happen. Call. Call and be beat. Don't call and win. Call and be beat. All right, let's see. Pocket deuces. Now, if 5 shoves, I'm going to have to call. If 4 shoves, I'm going to have to fold. Now we're in the opposite situation as we were putting everybody else in. He's so short that we can't afford to call this and lose and be out of the tournament. So fours got us in the situation we had before. Hopefully four shoves, and I don't have to make the shove. But I am going to make the shove because he's got to have a hand. It's so strong for me to shove here, knowing that I can't lose chips, or else I'm weak. I'm not I'd be the short stack. So he's got to wake up with a hand here in order to call. So, and he's going to. I'm not saying every single time it's going to work. Eventually, he's going to have a hand that's going to call me, and I'm going to be beat, and I'm going to lose chips and whatever. But at this point, I have enough chips that it worked out. Ace 6 here. Okay, so he's decided he wants to take his blind hand in the big blind. And I'm just going to I have to fold to this 200 because he's all in blind next hand. Like, it's no decision. Now number 4 should just call. I'm going to call, and we should just check it down and see what happens. Hopefully I get a king, queen, or jack. Hopefully he doesn't have hearts because I have pocket kings. That should be good enough to win the pot. It is. And we are now heads up. Heads up for all the marbles. I have a 2-to-1 chip disadvantage. Blinds are now at 150, 300. I'm just going to ship. Any Broadway card here is good enough to go all in. Because he can't call either because it would cripple. I mean, it would pretty much flip the chip stack. I'd be 2-to-1. He'd be. And it appears he's going to give me free reign to get back to even. And again, it's good enough to ship. Oh yeah, let's get it in ahead. Let's go. All right. No 10, no. Actually, he's dead. Dead in the water. Yeah. Yeah, baby. It's pretty much all in the blind. I have 10-4. He has 9-8. I need 10. 10. Now this is going to be sick. Because he's going to be all in the blind again. It's going to be real sick if he makes this comeback here. I got to call 60 to get him in. All right, I'm ahead. No 6, no 7. No 6, no 7. We won another one. Ship the marbles. We'll register another one for now. Here's this other table. So we've been going for about 33 minutes. I'll probably play for about an hour because then I got stuff to do around the house. Or Kyle's the queenie will be mad. So we'll do about an hour a day. We'll see what happens. Queen 6 is going to be a fold. Queen 6. So what? We're like 2 for 4 now, I think. 2 for 5? I don't remember. I don't know. I think maybe 2 for 5. Yeah, I think that's right. 2 for 5. If it's not right, you guys correct me. But I think it's 2 for 5. Another one fired up. Get it going. Queen 6. Wow, we're at 25.50 and haven't lost a soul. Now, remember I talked about this earlier in the hand. Pocket 5s. I don't have a chip lead. I can't risk it. Especially with all those hands behind me. Now, if I was on the button here, and I just had to go through the blinds, I could shove pocket 5s. But being first to act, even on a 6-handed table, sucks. So you got to fold pocket 5s. Just got to get rid of it. Let it go, let it go. Don't even think about it. So remember, if you liked the video today, give me a thumbs up. Tell me what you want. Put a comment down below. And, we'll discuss. And I'm open to suggestions, like I said. It's my first one of many. We'll try and do about an hour a day. And we'll see what happens. If you guys like it, if you don't like it, let me know. But that's what we're going to do. I'm going so excited. All right, we get a limp, a call from the small blind, and we're going to see a flop with 6-3. And that is, ladies and gentlemen, is about the worst board you could get with 6-3 offsuit. We have a backdoor flush draw, and that's about it. And that didn't even come in, which pretty much almost never does. So we're going to let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Every time I fold, I think that's going to be my thing. Let it go. We have King 10 here, offsuit. This is one of those hands, again, where we're at the beginning, so we can afford to do a small raise and then probably fold if we get shoved on. But we also want to make these raises, too, when we have good hands like aces, kings. We want to make a raise like this to induce a weaker hand to ship over top of us. So here we're going to make a continuation bet of 105, represent the ace. We do have a backdoor flush. He could maybe have, smaller pairs. And we get him to fold. There we go. So here another situation. We have jacks. We're going to do the same exact thing. We're going to bet small. I hate jacks, but we are going to bet small. We're going to have to call off so many ships just because it's jacks and it's a pretty decent holding for a hyper turbo like this. Or we can just get everybody to call the 55 and get in there for 85 chips. Maybe, hopefully the big blind decides to do something freaky deaky and ship here with a weak hand to try and pick up the chips, but he doesn't. Flop comes 9-7-7. We have an open pair. We have 490, 285 in the pot. I'm just going to ship and maybe get paid off by a flush draw that's not going to hit because it's not coming. Oh, and we get pair by top pair. No ace. There we go. Look at that. Or you get paid off not only by a flush draw, but by a weaker pair. Back on this day, we have King Queen here. Blinds are now up to 50, 100. King Queen suited, I'm just going to have to go with it, even with him, because number 2's here is shoving any ace. No ace. No ace, no king. Yes. No ace, no king. 2-3. Again, wow, this table is all about limping. 2-3. Offsuit. It's going to be a fold. It's going to be a fold. Unless somehow it checks around. And we get to the turn and we pick up a straight draw. Now let's check to the river and get a 5. We didn't get a 5. We're going to check fold. All right, back here on this table, we got ace-jack suited. We're going to ship because it just looks like he's trying to pick up the hand, of course, with the raise like that. Now, he could be trapping us like we do, but a lot of these players are more weak where when they raise something weird, they're just raising to raise and then they're going to fold. I've seen it far too often. Here we're going to raise just because he has 45 chips left, so we're just going to get it in. 8-10 is pretty much ahead of a blind hand. We need a 9, 8, or 10. 9, 8, 10. 5. No good. That's all right. It only cost us an extra 100 chips. No big deal. It was worth it to knock him out. 8-9 offsuit's going to be a fold. We'll let the two shorties knock each other. Queen 7 is a fold. Queen 4 is a fold. If you haven't picked up a theme yet, we're rocking. We're rocking the 2016 NBA champion Cleveland Cavaliers shirt. Game 1 is tomorrow. All right, here we had this guy min raised, and he's got 40 left. It's just so strong because he's making it look like he has a weak hand by leaving some chips behind, which is kind of what I do too. I'd rather take his blind hand if it folds to me. but now I'm going to have to fold, obviously. See, when players, when they shove, everybody just expects them to shove. But they make themselves look weak by not putting all their chips in when they have a really strong hand under the gun. It's happened all too often. Folds for me, I'm going to shove the king if number 3 over there lets me, but he does not, so I'm going to fold. Here we have 8-10 under the gun. It is going to be a fold. So number 1 here just left himself with 77 chips. And he's pretty much all in the blind. We're going to fold and see if we can get there. Oh, wow, he left himself with 2 chips. 2 chipperoos. All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, that is not how you play. All right, hold. No queen, no 9. No queen, no 9. There we go. We're pretty much in the money in this one. It's almost guaranteed that we're going to make the money. Almost impossible to go wrong here in the money. Why this guy is even betting, I don't know. No ace, no 3. All right, we are in the money. Like I said, pretty much a guarantee when a guy leaves himself with 2 chipperoos. Jack 7, when I have less than 5 big blinds, is good enough to ship. Call me, hopefully, with a weaker hand. Pocket deuces. 6, 7, jack, queen. Come on. Nothing. I bricked everything in the world. Ah! All right, second place. Not too bad. Let's register for another one. Again, this table is just all about the limperoos. They have limped in my big blind the last 3 times. So that was our first second place of the day. First second place of the day. That's all right. So we've cashed 3, and I think we've bricked 3. So I think we're 3 out of 6, which is actually an amazing win rate. Which obviously, like I said, we're doing short 1-hour videos. If I was playing these for a lot longer, I'd hope to have probably a 40% win rate between second and first. Hit a jack on the river. Jack on the river. Now it's good that the big stack to me is on my right. Blinds just went up again. If it folds to me, I will shove. Only because he's got a blind hand with 1 big blind left. And bada bing, bada boom, just like that. We pick it up. We pick up the Rooskies. King 9 suited again is going to be a shove. I mean, this is pretty much just a limp here. And he's just doing it blindly most of the time. Yeah, any ace. I need diamonds. Jack. Fook. That's right. It only cost me a blind. No biggie. 2-5 offsuit is... So it cost me a blind to win 4 blinds. So I was getting 4 to 1. Cannot complain with a suited king when getting 4 to 1. Deuce 4 is going to be a fold. Fold. Alright, so I think we're going to be probably down to our last 2. When this one here that we're looking at is over, we'll register for 1 more. And then we have our one that just started. So we're down to our last 2 balls here. And we'll go from there. Just getting all these things set up. Used to all this stuff. So let me know what you guys think. Again, down below, let me know if you guys like it, if you hate it, if you want me to just shut up and never consider doing one of these again. Let me know. I hope you enjoyed it. Here we got a call 300 with a 4-9 suited. I'm sorry, just not good enough. Especially when we have a guy here who's going to be all in a blind. And we still want to maintain our chip lead so we can keep pressure. And we're just going to call, see what this guy wants to do. Other hand, we got pocket kings. We're just going to make a raise, maybe to get this guy to induce. We're going to check back over here. We have an 8. So we have a lot of outs. We can catch a 7, an 8, a jack. A queen was not one of them. So we get called twice. So we're going to bet 150. He did get knocked out. We are going to shove. And here we get raised by the big blind. And he's got ace high. No ace. Bada bing, bada boom. King 8 over here. We're going to have to fold big stack raised. So you see how, you see how people play. I mean, they just don't believe you. So if you stay aggressive when you're first in and tighter when you have to call, you can be pretty profitable in these ones, especially when you're talking about the $1 ones. Now, obviously, when we move up, we build it up. We can jump up to the 5. I mean, they have these things all the way up to $100 a piece. Obviously, we'd have to have a lot more money to play the $100 ones because the swings and the players are going to be more high quality, and the swings are going to be more. So, Jack 6. I'm in this situation now where I have to play tight and hope to kind of get lucky or pick up a hand here. Now, king high on the button. That's going to be a hand that I can shove pretty profitably. I just get a walk and a big blind. Okay. Jack 8 off. It's going to be a fold. Back over here. 7-4 is going to be a fold. It appears like number 1's just trying to wait for a good hand, hopefully. So we're going to see what's like. Hopefully I can pick up a big. Now another queen. Suited queen here. I can shove because he's only going to call me with any ace, obviously. Queen or 7 or heart. Queen 7 heart. Queen 7 heart. Yeah, Buddha. Don't ask me why I just said Buddha, but I did. And that's why you get in trouble with calling with like weak aces. Which I'm going to do it too. I got the chip lead. I'm going to shove Jack 8. Any Broadway is going to be good enough. He's got me out kicked. No. Oh, that sucks because the kicker's going to play it too. Couldn't get like big cards with the jack. We had to get like fucking small cards with the jack. That's just horse manure. I got a call here. 10 jack. Oh, he's got me dominated. I hit the jack. No queen. No queen, no ace. All right, we're starting to come back. We're starting to come back. 2-3 is just way too weak. All right, here we have ace deuce. We're pretty much just going to have to put it in. Hopefully he doesn't have an ace. He doesn't. No queen, no 10. Oh, wow. Or ace. Oh! That's not good. All right, second place in that one. So we're going to register for our final tournament of this video today. I think that actually puts us at 4 for 7. I think. I don't know. And I don't know if they have a... Excuse me. I'm not sure they have like a series or like a history thing. Let me check. Go to account. Fold. Fold, 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 fold. You are moving really, really slow. Let's go to game transactions. Maybe they do have a little history function. Oh, look at that. Ace 5 with a shorty in the small blind is going to be a shove. The only hand that I hope doesn't wake up is number 3. Oh, he's got me out kicked. Something higher than an ace. Yeah, there we go. Chop it up. Choppy, choppy, choppy. We have king 10. So here we... So that's a pretty good win rate. Even if we finish 4 for 9, it's 45%. But we're not gonna, because we're gonna win this hand right here. King 10, ace 9. Look at that. No ace. Or ace actually works because we have a straight. What am I talking about? There we go. He pretty much had no outs on that table except for me hitting a 10. Because that would have given him a straight. I'm going to fold here. 4-5. Because we're about to win this one and have some huge success. Now, obviously, guys, don't get used to this. There may be a 45-minute... I'm going to raise enough to get him out of the hand, number 3 out of the hand, but enough to put 5 all in. Because if I shove and 3 happens to wake up with like aces, I'm going to get screwed, which I don't want to do. So sometimes you do have to be cognitive of the fact that everybody else has chips and what their chips are. So there we go. We're going to be in the money. His percentage hit 0, which is what we like. King 3, limp. Now, blinds in this particular one, we got heads up pretty quick. So we do have a lot more play heads up than normal. So we're just going to make a bet. Get called. He could be on a flush draw with the king. He could have been on a straight draw. We'll see how he reacts. Nope. King was good. King was good. Jack 7, we're just going to call. I thought. Okay, ooh, I was like, wait a minute, I thought, could have sworn I had hit register for another one. Here we go, it's popping up now. It's up now. 7-4, we're gonna fold. It had me dominated the pocket 4s. I had 3 outs. 10-3. Here we get king 4. Look at that, blind versus blind. First hand of the tourney, king 4. We're gonna min bet half the pot. Over here we have king 6 in the small blind. It was limped. I called. Now we're going to bet 60. Over here, we're going to preserve. We got called 60. What the hell is he calling us with? Let's go 160. You could have just a king with a better kicker. But I paired my kicker, sir. I paired my kicker. Alright, I need to pick up a hand on this table right now. King 3 is not good enough. But if I pick up a Broadway hand here, Yeah, see, he would definitely call me. Broadway card. Oh, no. Fold. Sorry for coughing in your guys' ear. Broadways. Big Broadways. Look at that. Ask and the shall receive. I'm all in. I risk it all. And I get called by a weaker ace. Oh my God, Becky. Well, sometimes you're going to get unlucky. And that, my friends, I got unlucky. We are not going to register for another one because we are going to wrap this video up. We are about 56 minutes in. So we're going to finish with this little hyper turbo. So right now that's 5 for 8. It's a pretty good win rate. I will take it. Seven, 10, fold. So let me know what you guys think down below as we wrap this one up. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. So worst case scenario, we're going to make about $5 today. Which for an hour, I mean, we pretty much increased our roll by 33%, which is good. Now, I do not suggest starting these with, 15 buy-ins because you're probably going to have a downswing sooner or later. And I'm pretty sure you'll see one on here, but hopefully it's when I get enough to afford it. I will probably play these dollars, grind these dollars for you guys until I get up to about 50 buy-ins at the $5. As we get higher up, we'll probably want more like 100 buy-ins. So we'll be grinding it a lot longer. But we can be a little bit more aggressive when we're at our shorter buy-ins. So when we get around 250, I'll jump up to the $5 hypers. That'll give us 50 buy-ins. King 6 here, big stack versus big stack. With a lot of shorties. Just go along with the checkaroo. Get the flop, the open-ended backdoor flush draw. We'll check it. It's willing to call 60. But I'm not going to call 277. Over bets the pot. Because we had a 10. Good call. And I'm dominated 10-6 to King 6. Domination City. 5-4. I can call the 15. Obviously, if our friend 5 over here decides to shove, I can get out of the way. But I don't think he will. See, I love the limp bet the flop. You pretty much risk the same amount of money that you would do if you were to raise pre-flop and get called, and then you got to make a continuation bet. So now you're risking even more to raise pre-flop. However, you can accomplish the same thing by just limping, showing that you have a hand you want to see a flop with, see a pretty decent board, make a bet, and they fold. You pretty much risked. Now, obviously, you can have to make adjustments if they call, but you also have a chance of flopping a monster, them flopping a mediocre hand, and you getting the rest of their chips, which you probably wouldn't have done if you just raised. So I do like when you're almost evener stacks, if that's even a word, to just limp, see what happens, and adjust. Here we have ace-7. We are just going to get it in. Hopefully get called by one of the shorties with a weaker ace or like a weaker king, queen, something like that. Oh, wow, we're getting called twice. That's lovely. At least it's by the two shorter stacks. Now, if number 4 wakes up and calls us, Might have misstepped. Got called by... Wow. Hey! Nope, that's diamonds. Diamonds got there. That's no good. The only 7 we didn't want was the 7 of diamonds. And it came. Excuse me. Don't tell me we froze up. Four-handed, an ace is going to be good enough to ship, especially when I'm shorter, with less than 10 big blinds. It's good enough to ship it. I mean, I haven't misstepped, but then again, who knows what these guys think. Number 6 is thinking about it. I wonder what he's thinking about. Wow. He just think and then called at the last minute. Wow. Well, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, that is it. We finished on a down note.